Greetings friends, Sonic Toast here. Remember 5 years ago, to celebrate Sonic's 30th anniversary, I named 3,045 Sonic characters. Well, here we are now celebrating Sonic's 35th anniversary, and boy, what an eventful 5 years it has been. There's been new video games, movies, shows, comics, and even crossovers. So today, we're going to continue the list. Let's get to it. But before we hop into the new characters, we have to add all the old characters that I missed in the first video. Starting with the 1991 Japanese Sonic the Hedgehog story comic. There's Henry Gordon, whose nickname is Hedgehog, his best friend Chuck, and his daughter May. On the cover of the 8-bit version of Sonic 2, there are these birds in helmets that I don't recall actually appearing in the game, but since they're on the artwork, we're counting them. Birds in helmets. Next, the Sonic manga. There's Angry Neanderthal, Baby Chickbots, Blizzard Man, Bocan, Casino Worker that tails attacks, Casino Waitress that tails... What the heck is this? Jeez! This is an official licensed manga, ages 6 to 12. What were they thinking? Goodness, anyway, Cocktail Robot, Chompy Flowers, Count Eggman's Vulture, Death Robot, Eggman's Band. Eggman has these 3 sidekicks who I can't find the names of, but there's this one with pointy ears, the one with the crab claws, and the one with the green helmet. There's also Eggman's Dinosaur, Eggman's Gorilla Girlfriend, Eggman's Guards, the Elephant Head, a Fake Eggman, Giant Robot Frog, God, Gorilla Guy, Hedgehog King, Hedgehog News Anchor, Hedgehog Photographer, Hedgehog Sportscaster, Hedgehog Scorekeeper, Help Robot, Human Race Car Driver, J Soccer Team, who turn out to be soccer ball robots, Kumanto-chan, or Old Man Mecha, Lighter Robots, Mama Lemonade, Mockingbird. The Moon is alive and talks and gets injured by Eggman, so the Moon is a character. The Sun is also alive and is a character who talks. There's the Moon Bunnies, Mr. Cookman No. 1, Mushroom Robot, Officer Snowman, Pachinko Batter Bot, Robot Circus Lion, Robot Whale, Real Whale, Slot Machine Bot, Snake Robot, Snowman 1, Sunday School Teacher, Surveillance Mouse. Then there's the Talking Basketballs, this thing wearing sunglasses, and the Vulture. Then, in Sonic the Comic...
Hold on, Toast. You missed somebody.
Oh, hey, look everyone, it's the Game Apologist.
That's right, Toast. But you should be the one apologizing, because you missed a Sonic manga character, Robo Sonic.
I thought Robo Sonic was the LEGO Dimensions version of Mecha Sonic.
That's a different Robo Sonic. Like I said, this one's from the manga.
But I thought Mecha Sonic was in the manga.
Well, yeah, but Robo Sonic is a different Sonic robot from the manga that isn't Mecha Sonic. And I should mention that he's also not the Robo Sonic that Sonic piloted in the Sonic Adventure game books.
Geez, is it March already?
There's always time for accuracy, even outside of Mecha March Madness. Besides, I'm doing like a year-long marathon kind of thing.
Alright, thank you Game Apologist. Robo Sonic. Moving on to Sonic the Comic, there's the Pterodactyls, the Kohanyu, and the Guardian Robots, and a blue cow animal friend. In the official Sonic the Hedgehog yearbook from 1993, Robotnik enjoys a TV mouse and TV cat who gets crushed. There's another book from 1993 called Stay Sonic, which says Sonic has an owl friend named Sophocles. Then, the IDW 30th Anniversary comic reminded me that there are characters in the background of Sega's early calendar artwork that was all featured in Sonic the Screensaver, such as the bird with the stick, Angry Fish, Distressed Chicken, Distressed Green Bird, Sonic Snail Friend, Angry Snake, Curious Fish, and the Green Alien. Then, in Sonic the Hedgehog's game world, there are these guys who have basketball hoops for heads. Then, in Sydney, Australia, there was an indoor amusement park called Sega World, which featured a Sonic puppet show, and one of the characters in the show was a bird announcer. In the 1966 book Sonic the Hedgehog Double Trouble, there's a swarm of Bumblebee friends who help Sonic rescue Tails, and an unflattering view of a nameless captured Mobian. Now, there's a bunch of Knuckles Chaotix badniks that didn't have names originally, but they have recently been named in the Sonic Encyclopedia. So we're not counting them again, but we are going to say their names. There's Ambush, Beetall, Blitz, Burboom, Catalurcher, Gutbuster, Liftor, Triclod, and Trundle. But there's also 3 more badniks we had missed, Flotsam, and 2 more nameless badniks, Marina Madness Badnik 1 and 2. In Sonic the Fighters, there's Robo Egg, who isn't playable, but you can see him in the opening cutscene. Also, there's the Mirror Fighters, who are the grayscale clones that Robotnik makes.
Hang on, Toast!
Game Apologist, you're here again.
And I wouldn't have to keep coming back if you would just get your Sonic robots straight. You see, Sonic the Fighters has a character you missed named Rocket Metal, also known as Mecha Sonic Model number 29.
I thought that was just a transformation of regular Metal Sonic.
Last I checked, Metal Sonic's not a transformer. Rocket Metal is a separate robot with a unique design, and he can become a rocket. Also, he made a tiny cameo in Fighting Vipers for the Sega Saturn. Game Apologist out.
Okay, Rocket Metal Sonic / Mecha Sonic Model number 29. In the Saturn version of Sonic 3D Blast, there are these mole miners, and in the Archie comic adaptation, there was a living Flicky statue and a gopher who eats Robotnik's tracker. In Sonic Underground, we missed the Sand Snake. In Sonic Adventure, we forgot Spider Girl, a character seen on the wall in Burger Shop and on Speed Highway. And we also missed the 3 captured frogs called The One We Want, The Real One, and The Right One. Then there's the crabs in the Chao Race Crab Pool in Sonic Adventure 2. Moving on.
Hang on, Toast.
Wow, it's WowitsRG. What brings you here today?
I'm here because in the first video, you did the Chao dirty.
What do you mean? I named like 65 Chao last time. Can you name one Chao I missed?
How about Dr. Chao?
Okay, I missed Dr. Chao.
And what about Fortune Teller Chao?
Okay, I missed 2. Have you got any others?
Well, since you asked, there's also Eggy, Lucky, Smoky, Melody, Stormy, Spooky, Stinky, Magic, Chappy, Ninja, Skull, Tin, Woody, Rainbow, Crunch, Crystal, Angel, Flash, Sonic Chao, Shadow Chao, Tails Chao, Amy Chao, Classic Amy Chao, Knuckles Chao, Eggman Chao, Rouge Chao, Blaze Chao, Silver Chao, Jet Chao, SBO Chao, Vector Chao, Adventurer Chao, Agent Chao, Air Ninja Chao, Amethyst Chao, Apple Chao, Aquatic Chao, Aquamarine Chao, Arctic Chao, another Arctic Chao, Armorer Chao, Autumn Chao, Avocado Chao, Banana Chao, Bandit Chao, Baseball Chao, Barbecue Chao, Beach Chao, Beach Goer Chao, Bee Chao, Berry Chao, Birthday Chao, Black Chao, Black Knight Chao, Blackberry Chao, Bloxian Chao, Blue Chao, Blue Pumpkin Chao, Blue Racer Chao, Blueberry Chao, Broccoli Chao, Boxy Chao, Brown Chao, Business Chao, Camembert Chao, Candy Corn Chao, Cardboard Cutout Chao, Carrot Chao, Cauliflower Chao, Cerulean Chao, Chaozu, Charged Black Chao, Charged Blue Chao, Charged Cyan Chao, Charged Green Chao, Charged Orange Chao, Charged Peach Chao, Charged Pink Chao, Charged Purple Chao, Charged Red Chao, Charged Yellow Chao, Cheesecake Chao, Chemical Plant Master Chao, Cherry Tea Chao, Chicory Chao, Circuit Chao, Cloud Chao, Clover Chao, Content Creator Chao, Cookies and Cream Chao, Coral Chao, Cotton Candy Chao, Crimson Chao, Crystal Chao, Cucumber Chao, Cyan Chao, Daffodil Chao, Daisy Chao, Dark Aquatic Chao, Dark Chaos Chao, Detective Chao, Dragon Fruit Chao, Earth Ninja Chao, Easter Egg Chao, Electric Chao, Elf Chao, Emerald Chao, Evergreen Chao, Fan Chao, Vejua Chao, I don't know if I said that right, Festival Chao, Feudal Soldier Chao, Feudal Soldier Black Chao, Feudal Soldier White Chao, Fire Chao, Fire Ninja Chao, Fisherman Chao, Fly Type Chao, Foxy Chao, Full Moon Chao, Garlic Chao, Garnet Chao, Gift Chao, Gingerbread Chao, Gold Chao, Gold Pumpkin Chao, Grape Chao, Gratitude Chao, Gray Chao, Green Chao, Green Racer Chao, Green Hill Master Chao, Gridiron Chao, Halloween Chao, Hazel Chao, Heart Chao, Hero Chaos Chao, Hibiscus Chao, Holiday Chao, Holographic Chao, Horizon Chao, Ice Chao, Jester Chao, Jewel Amethyst Chao, Jewel Aquamarine Chao, Jewel Citron Chao, Jewel Diamond Chao, Jewel Garnet Chao, Jewel Gold Chao, Jewel Green Chao, Jewel Jasper Chao, Jewel Larimar Chao, Jewel Onyx Chao, Jewel Peridot Chao, Jewel Ruby Chao, Jewel Sapphire Chao, Jewel Silver Chao, Jewel Sunstone Chao, Jewel Topaz Chao, Joker Chao, Karate Spotty Chow, Kiwi Chow, Cocoa Mask Chow, Lantern Chow, Lavender Chow, Leek Chow, Lemon Lime Chow, Lilac Chow, Lime Green Chow, Lost Valley Master Chow, Lotus Chow, Lychee Chow, Maestro Chow, Maid Chow, Magician Chow, Marigold Chow, Marching Band Chow, Marine Chow, Masked Chow, Masquerade Chow, Mechanic Chow, Mega Chow, Metalhead Chow, Midas Chow, Midnight Chow, Milestone Chow, Minor Chow, Mint Chow, Mocha Coffee Chow, Mochi Chow, Moon Chow, Moonlight Chow, Moose Chow, Mummy Chow, Mystic Chow, Navy Chow, Neon Blue Chow, Neon Cyan Chow, Neon Green Chow, Neon Lime Chow, Neon Orange Chow, Neon Pink Chow, Neon Red Chow, Neon Sakura Chow, Neon Suit Chow, Neon Yellow Chow, New Year's Chow 2025, New Year's Chow 2026, Night's Chow, Nightshade Chow, Ninja Chow, Onion Chow, Onyx Chow, Orange Chow, Passion Fruit Chow, Peach Chow, Peridot Chow, Pilot Chow, Pink Racer Chow, Pirate Captain Chow, Popcorn Chow, Popeye the Sailor Chow, Popstar Chow, Potato Chow, Power Type Chow, Prism Chow, Pumpkin Chow, Punk Chow, Purple Chow, Racer Chow, Raider Chow, Ranger Chow, Red Chow, Red Pumpkin Chow, Red Racer Chow, Reindeer Chow, Resistance Chow, Riders Chow, Rockstar Chow, Rose Chow, Ruby Chow, Run Type Chow, Sailor Chow, Samurai in Training Chow, Santa Hat Chow, Sapphire Chow, Scarecrow Chow, Scientist Chow, Sherbert Chow, Sheriff Chow, Sightseer Chow, Silver Style Chow, Silver Pumpkin Chow, Skull Chow, Sky Blue Chow, Snowboarder Chow, Snowman Chow, Base Ranger Chow, Spectre Chow, Spice Latte Chow, Spirit Chow, Rocket Chow, Star Chow, Strawberry Chow, Strawberry Scoop Chow, Steampunk Chow, Summer Breeze Chow, Summer Party Chow, Summer Sea Chow, Summer Sunset Chow, Sunkiss Chow, Stealth Suit Chow, Swap Chow, Swim Type Chow, Taxi Chow, Techno Chow, Thanksgiving Chow, Tiki Chow, Thundercloud Chow, Timekeeper Chow, Tomato Chow, Topaz Chow, Traveler Chow, Tropical Chow, Tundra Chow, Tuxedo Chow, Valentine Chow, Vampire Chow, Velvet Chow, Violet Chow, VIP Chow, Void Chow, Wasteland Chow, Water Chow, Water Ninja Chow, Watermelon Chow, White Chow, White Knight Chow, Winter Chow, Witch Chow, Wizard Chow, Yellow Green Chow, Yellow Hoodie Chow, Yellow Lantern Chow, Yellow Racer Chow, Yeti Chow, Yogurt Chow, and Zebra Chow. And there you go, Toast. You're welcome.
Thank you, WowitsRG.
Oh, and I almost forgot, fake metal cheese.
Wait, there's a fake metal cheese?
That's right, Toast! And that means there's a fake metal clone for all the Sonic heroes. Fake metal Sonic, fake metal Tails, fake metal Knuckles, fake metal Amy, fake metal Cream, fake metal Big, fake metal Shadow, fake metal Rouge, fake metal Omega, even though it was already fake metal SBO, fake metal Charmy, and fake metal Vector.
But do those really matter?
Every metal doppelganger in this franchise matters, and I can prove it. Everyone should subscribe to my channel and see why.
Alright, there's a couple characters we missed in Sonic X. Animal Helpers, Bruiser Boys, Chad, Director General of Science and Technology, Egg Mars, Fire-Breathing Monster, Jerome Wise's homeless friend, Jimmy, Julia, Mark, who was called Boris in the English dub, News Reporter, Prison Island Warden, Roger, Secret Agents in Black Suits, Sergey, Sonic's Cheetah Friend, Tails' Bullies, Tiffany, T-Rex Robot, and Wendy. And in Sonic and the Secret Rings, we forgot the giant fish with a brain. Next is Sonic Chronicles, the Dark Brotherhood. There's Foreman, the gun official who looks like the gun commander, but he's not. Johnson, the incompetent technician. Little Boy and his father, and Old Man. Then in the manga, there's Sonic's farmer friend and Lord Meow. Sonic and the Black Knight had wild boars. In Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, there were the Snow Spirits. Frosty, Sparky, Pola, Cubie, Icy, and Blizza.
And speaking of the Olympic Games, in the 2020 mobile title, Sonic at the Olympic Games, there was a Sonic robot named Guardian.
But that looks just like the Ghost Imposters from Mario and Sonic at the 2014 Sochi Olympic Winter Games.
Yeah, but it's not. This one's a robot, so toot toot, Sonic Toast.
Great, now let's move on to Sonic Boom characters that I forgot in the last video, starting with the Bird in Tails' Lab, Eggman's Exotic Birds, the Mayor's Puppies, the Mayor's Puppies Puppies, the Mayor's Puppies Grandpuppies, Monkeys and Hats, Pet Cat, Smilebug from the Sonic Boom comic, the Witabit Female, the Witabit Males, and Witabit number 50. In Sonic Lost World, we miss the Mech Dragon, who actually has an elite Mech Dragon form in Sonic Rumble. Next up, everybody's favorite, the Archie comics, specifically the characters I missed from the Mega Drive comics, which contained many new unnamed Badniks. There's Angry Cloud Badnik, a Bat Pig Badnik, a big Orbinaut type Snowflake Badnik, a Black Cat Badnik, a Bug Badnik, Bug Bombing Badniks, a Cherry Bomb Badnik, a Frog Badnik, a Giant Dragon Worm Badnik, a Hey-Ho Gardener Badnik, an Igloo Turtle Badnik, a Moth Bird Badnik, a Naval Mine Badnik, a Red Bird Badnik, another Red Bird Badnik that kind of resembles Falco from Sonic Heroes, a Snake Badnik, a Snapping Flower Badnik, then in the off-panel, there's the Game Shark Genie.
If you're counting off-panel characters, then there's 3 more medals to add. In this joke origin story for Metal Sonic, our hero discovers 3 robots. There's Metal Bean, Metal Donut, and Metal Leather Jacket Hedgehog. Sonic wrecks them all, then Eggman uses the surviving pieces of all 3 to make Metal Sonic. Okay, I'm out for real this time. Toot toot, Sonic Warriors!
Now in the last video we counted Irish the Hedgehog, but there are actually more characters that Sega's social media team created for our enjoyment. There's Orbit and Cubot's counterpart, Tribot, Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog, Eraser Jin, Mastermind, Ice Cream Trucker, Dr. Ivo Robertos, and Ian Jr., who is an avatar who showed up in the Sonic Symphony, Tails Tube, IDW Comics, and The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, which we'll come back to later. Well friends, I believe we're all caught up now. Let's dig into the new characters that joined the Sonic franchise after the 30th anniversary. Let's start with IDW's 30th anniversary comic book, which gave us Helicorn, a Hummingbird Badnik, a Snowman version of Hey-Ho, and some Badniks based on the Sega franchise Nights into Dreams. These are like mashups of Nights characters and classic Sonic Badniks, like this one based on Hollows from Nights combined with Batbrain from Sonic 1, or this one, a mashup of Sleep from Nights and Bubbles from Sonic 3, and this one, which is Alarm Egg from Nights and TikTok from Knuckles Chaotix. Then there's Kip the Capybara, the concept art rabbit character who later became a skin in Sonic Superstars, so I guess he's an actual character now. Fans have dubbed him Feels the Rabbit, however officially he is currently nameless. Similarly, more scrapped characters can now be counted, such as Boomer the Turtle and Gazebo Boobowski. Alright, since the IDW series is still on running, we're going to come back to it later. Let's head back into the world of social media with the online vlog series Tails Tube. This series first introduced Professor Victoria, nicknamed Tori, who compiled Professor Jill Robotnik's journal, showed up in the Chaotix case files, and even made a background cameo in the 3rd Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Then there's the baby ghost with no feet, and the peeping skeleton. Also, there's a king and his loyal knights, but we soon learn that the king becomes King Boom Boo, and the knights become the Booms, so they're already counted. Then came Sonic the Hedgehog Movie 2.
Alright, I love the Sonic movies.
Oh, hey Speed Supersonic, you here to tell us the latest Sonic news?
Nah, just here in case you need a hand naming characters.
Cool, wanna take Movie 2?
It would be my pleasure. Let's start with characters from the prequel comic book that set up the events of the movie. First, in Sonic's story, there's the thugs, Jason, Lindsay, and their gang. Then there's the news reporter, the hostages, and the officer. Then in Agent Sohn's story, there's all the poor baristas who he gets rid of to take over the Mean Bean coffee shop. Brayden, George, Karen, and Tina. In Knuckles' story, there's the arena monster, and the scavengers who went on to appear at the beginning of the actual movie. Then in Tails' story, Tails has a run-in with Rava the Destroyer, a character who was actually cut from the first Sonic movie. And finally, in Robotnik's story, there's the bitey fungus creatures on the Mushroom Planet. Now moving on to the movie itself, there's the armored truck driver, the bank robbers, the old lady, and her hat-wearing dog. The pedestrian Sonic almost runs over, the ice cream kid, the Weirded Out coffee shop customer, there's Rachel's fiance, Agent Randall Handle, and his brother, his friends, Drench, Fawcett, Tack, Gromit, and the priest. The useless guy on Tom's volleyball team, Sandcastle Kid, there's the shirtless dancing Russian Pavanka guy, and his backup dancers, Tatiana, the card players, the scary tattoo guy, the bartender, the fish butcher, the talking fish, the knitting lady, Tom's friend, the ancient warrior echidnas who forged the Master Emerald, the owl heroes, the army that look like a bunch of Mandalorians, and Knuckles' dad, who legally is not Locke from the Archie comics. Peace out. Wah!
Thanks, Speed Supersonic. I guess we need to mention the short animated special Sonic Drone Home, which introduced a junkyard badnik named Unit. Next, there's Sonic Speed Simulator, which is a part of Roblox. This game mostly sticks all the Sonic characters in silly costumes, but it does have a new concept called Sim characters, short for simulation. So there's Sim Sonic, Sim Supersonic, who's a separate character, not a super form, Sim Tails, Sim Knuckles, Sim Amy, Sim Shadow, Sim Silver, Sim Metal Sonic, Sim Jet, Sim Blaze, Sim Vector, Sim SBO, Sim Omega, Sim Whisper. Then Speed Simulator also introduced the Fast Friends, which includes Toy Robot Amy, Toy Robot Blaze, Toy Robot Cream, Toy Robot SBO, Toy Robot Jet, Toy Robot Knuckles, Toy Robot Metal Sonic, Toy Robot Rouge, Toy Robot Shadow, Toy Robot Silver, Toy Robot Sonic, Toy Robot Supersonic, who's a separate character, not a transformation of Toy Robot Sonic, and Toy Robot Tails. Then came Sonic Origins, which, despite being a glorified compilation, still gave us new characters, those being these Fox Bullies. Now this next one is kind of weird. The Disney movie Chippendale Rescue Rangers introduced a character named Ugly Sonic. This character is based on the original movie trailer design for Sonic. Ugly Sonic establishes in the movie that he is not Sonic. Ugly Sonic is slow and works with the FBI, but does he count as a Sonic character? Well, Disney obtained permission from Sega and Paramount to use this character, and they even worked with Paramount animators to get Ugly Sonic to look right. So, I'm counting him as a Sonic character. The next game is a pretty big one, Sonic Frontiers.
Guess that means it's my turn.
Hey everyone, Vindo's here.
Yep, and after playing Sonic Frontiers for a copious amount of hours on and off stream, I think I'm qualified to name every single character that was introduced in that game, and believe me, it's from memory.
Be my guest.
Well, first, of course, there's Sage, Eggman's AI daughter, who is now becoming a mainstay of the franchise. She actually made her debut in the Sonic Frontiers prologue. Speaking of prologues, I have to mention D3C0Y, a decoy Eggman robot who made his only appearance in the Sonic Frontiers prologue comic. Then there's the Ancients, a race of prehistoric aliens of whom we know the names of 6. There's Master King, who's the same person as Master King Coco, Crane, who's the same as Crane Coco, Dragon, who's the same as Dragon Coco, Snake, who's the same as Snake Coco, Tiger, who's the same as Tiger Coco, and Elder, who is not the same as Elder Coco. 2 different people. Speaking of Cocos, there's also Hermit Coco, New Coco, Lookout Coco, Skill Piece Coco, Map Coco, Impact Form, Coco Device, and in Sonic Speed Simulator, there's one labeled Sprout Coco. And Sonic Rumble has Hero Coco, Masked Vigilante Coco, Bronze Crown Coco, Ninja Coco, Ares Island Coco 1, Ares Island Coco 6, Ares Island Coco 9, Chaos Island Coco 3, Chaos Island Coco 6, Chaos Island Coco 9, Kronos Island Coco 1, Kronos Island Coco 5, Kronos Island Coco 7, Party Coco, Birthday Bash Coco. Then there's the Titans, Giganto, Wyvern, Knight, and Supreme. Then the final boss, the End. And the Guardian bosses, Asura, Ninja, Squid, Tower, Shark, Strider, Sumo, Tank, Excavator, Fortress, Shinobi, Spider, Squid. Wait, hold on. Did we say Squid twice? Squid, 2, Caterpillar, Ghost, Kunoichi, Master Ninja, Red Pillar, Silver Hammer, and then the common enemies. Balloon, everyone's favorite. Banger, Bubble, Capture, Cyclone, Defensive Weapon, Eagle, Hopper, Jellyfish, Shell, Sniper, Soldier, Wolf. And last, there's all of the fish from the Big the Cat fishing minigame. But I'll only name the fish that aren't repeats from Sonic Adventure. We got an alligator, baby! Flashy anglerfish, barracuda, clownfish, black bass, carp, crab, what is this? Colincanth? I'm gonna assume I'm pronouncing that right. Colincanth. Go to your doctor. Check yourself for colincanth. Golden colincanth. Crayfish. Flying fish. Goldfish, the snack that smiles back. Platinum golden fish. Giant isopod. Red giant isopod. Gourami flounder. Polka dot hammerhead shark. Loach, Medaka, moray eel, nishiki koi, oarfish, octopus, blue-ringed octopus, poison dart frog, big rainbow-colored frog, pufferfish, red stingray, salmon, king salmon, seahorse, snapping turtle, squid again, starfish, black starfish, stingray, sunfish, striped sunfish, tadpole, and my personal favorite Sonic Frontiers character, tuna. Folks, that's it for Sonic Frontiers. I've been Vindo. I'm a love ya, I'm a miss ya. Take care.
Alright, thanks Vindo. Looking forward to your next stream. Next came Sonic Prime, the first Sonic series to go straight to streaming. In this show we met several shatter variants of the Sonic cast. Previously, we did not count alternate universe versions of characters as separate, and we are adhering to that rule here too. So, even though we won't be counting these variants, we'll still name them off. There is Rusty Rose, Thorn Rose, Black Rose, Nine, Mangy, Sails, Renegade Knuckles, Gnarly Knuckles, Captain Knuckles the Dread, Rebel Rouge, Prim Rouge, Baton Rouge, Denizen 1998, Hangry, and Catfish. Now we're making an exception for Eggman because he's a special case. He was split up into a group of 5 different characters who were dubbed the Chaos Council, them being Mr. Dr. Eggman, Dr. Babble, Dr. Deep, Dr. Don't, and Dr. Dunnit. Then there's all their evil creations, like the Egg Forcers and Jumbo Egg Forcers, Security Drones, Prismatic Titan, and Chaos Sonic, a new take on the Sonic robot trope. But he's not the only robot double in this show, as Nine created the Alphas, Alpha Grim Sonic, Alpha Grim Knuckles, Alpha Grim Amy, Alpha Grim Rouge, and Alpha Grim Birdie. And all these Alphas had the capability of creating their own armies of Grim Troopers, Sonic Trooper, Knuckles Trooper, Amy Trooper, Rouge Trooper, Birdie Trooper, and then there's also a Grim Big. There's Knuckles the Dread's old crew, which includes Captain Jack, Bunny Bones, Stormbeard, and the others. Also Squad Commander Red and the Resistance Soldiers. Then there's Amy's flicky friend, Birdie. Now this pink bird actually made its debut in Sonic Adventure, being the bird that was inside Gamma, according to Ian Flynn. So this character has already been counted. Moving on from Sonic Prime, next is Sonic Superstars.
Oh, no you don't, you weird bread boy.
Hey, it's my best friend, ShadowGrapes.
Ha! You wish, Mr. Toast. I freaking loathe your existence.
Okay, fine, my best frenemy, ShadowGrapes.
Oh, okay, Mr. Toast. You were about to skip Sega's greatest April Fool's game ever. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I just wish that Sonic just stayed dead, so Shadow could have inherited the franchise.
Well, since you love this game so much, would you like to name the characters who made their debuts in it?
Oh, of course, of course. Here we go. First of all, the protagonist, Barry the Quokka. Then second, we have the sentient train, which is named the Mirage Express. Then, of course, we have the conductor, then the conductor's wife, and then they also mention they have a daughter named Ivy, who was in the IDW comics. And lastly, a frickin' green flicky in a bow tie.
That's it?
Hey, not every new game needs 100 new characters. Don't be such a weirdo.
Now we can get to Sonic Superstars, which introduced Trip the Sungazer, who has a dragon super form, and in the comics we learn she's from a village of Sungazers, and she has a grandfather. We also meet the Metal Fighters. They can be made into a number of different characters, such as Clown, Item Box, Knight, Mad Fighter, Mecha Rabbit, Mecha Wolf, Metal Amy, different from the Archie Metal Amy, Metal Knights, Metal Tails, different from the Archie Metal Tails, Metal Trip, Prototype, Pumpkin, Robotic Bear, and Warrior. Then there's the Badniks, a Midakui mech, Barrel Thrower, Caterpillar Mecha, Kling Mecha, Coaster Buzzsaw, Cooperation Mecha Group, Crawl Shell, Darts Mecha, Electrical Discharge Mecha, Electric Catfish Mecha, Elephant Mecha, Flythorn 3, Grapes Mech, Green Beetle Badnik, Item Mecha, Jellyfish Mecha, Kanga Klanga, Laser Mecha, Lightbird Mecha, Mini Terra Mecha, Mole Mechas, Rush Mecha, Scarab Beetle Mecha, Soap Bubble Mecha, Spider Mecha, Spotted Garden Eel Mecha, Spring Mecha, TikTok Drone, Toad Mecha, Trampling Mecha, Watermelon Mecha, Water Strider Mecha. There's also a handful of new Badniks who are based off characters from the Sega game Fantasy Zone. There's Bastion, who's based on Drowlin Floor, Kulan, who's based on Klon, Botako, who's based on, well, Botako, Mukolon, who's based on Mukolon, Sorthin, who's based off Sasang, and Quilly, who is based on Kiri Kiri. And then the bosses: Mosasaurus, Mosquito, Pero, Jellyfish, Gorilla, Pig, Tyro, Stun Pollen, Black Dragon. Then there's some helpful glowing butterflies, and the new giant animal friends: Giant Flicky, Giant Picky, Giant Rocky, Giant Pecky, Giant Clucky, and there's a giant snake. Then came Sonic Dream Team, which gave us Ariam, Nightmare, Dr. Crabulus, the Factory Foreman, the Four-Man, and Guardian Hunter. Then came the Knuckles series. This show had a lot of new characters: Agent Fairley, Agent Mason, Agent Willoughby, Liam, Pistol Pete Whipple, Wendy Whipple, Wanda Whipple, Jack Sinclair, Susie Barnes, Bill Barnes, Mrs. Barnes, the Mailman, the Repairman, the Buyer, Cattle Prod Bounty Hunter, Chain Bounty Hunter, Dylan Beagleton, and Gary N. Sinclair III, Esquire. Sonic Cross Shadow Generations introduced 4 new members of the Black Arms: Black Flash, Black Macho, Black Salvo, and Black Wall. This game also had Gerald Robotnik's journal, where we learn of Gerald's 2 sons, Ivor Robotnik's father and Maria Robotnik's father. Around the same time, a 6-part manga adaptation of Shadow Generations came out in Japan called The Jet Black Hedgehog Shadow the Hedgehog. It's also known as Jet Black Shadow, Koro Koro Shadow, or simply Shadow the Hedgehog. This series introduced Gyoro, or maybe it's pronounced Gyoro, a Black Arms bat who teams up with Shadow. Similarly, there was a promotional manga comic called Sonic Cross Shadow Tokyo Mission Episode 0. In this, Shadow meets some faceless girls, one of whom looks a lot like Maria. And that leads us to what is arguably the best movie ever made: Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
That may be a bit of an exaggeration, don't you think, Toast?
Oh, hi Ellis Mark. Let me explain my logic. If you Google greatest movies of all time, the film Citizen Kane is ranked number 1. Well, I watched Citizen Kane, and I watched Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic 3 was better, therefore it takes the crown as the greatest movie ever.
Alright, Toast, I think you need to take a sanity break while I list off the characters from Sonic Movie 3. Let's start with Gun Director Rockwell, Enter Assistant, and the nameless gun security guard who wanted a Boston cream donut, and the gun security guard who ate all the Boston cream donuts, whose name is apparently Kyle Lentzbottom. There's the helicopter pilot, the restricted area guard, the sleepy scientist, the front desk agent, the Chao mascots, the photographer lady with the Chao camera. There's the Detective Pikachu girls, the Spanish soap opera characters, Gabriela, Juan, and his twin brother Pablo. And of course, we can't forget Little Tom.
Thanks for doing that, Ellis Mark. Sorry Sonic Movie 3 didn't have any interesting new characters for you to introduce.
Hey, Little Tom had his moments, okay?
Oh, bye Ellis Mark. Anyway, Sonic and Friends, the show about baby Sonic characters doing TikTok dances to Japanese pop songs, has 2 new faces: a mean salamander character and a big purple snake character. Sonic Racing Crossworlds introduced the AI Racers: AI Racer Sonic, also called Rival Sonic in Sonic Dash and Sonic Forces Speed Battle; AI Racer Tails; AI Racer Knuckles; AI Racer Amy, also called Rival Amy in Sonic Dash and Sonic Forces Speed Battle; AI Racer Cream; AI Racer Cheese; AI Racer Big; AI Racer Silver; AI Racer Blaze; AI Racer Shadow; AI Racer Rouge; AI Racer Omega; AI Racer Espio; AI Racer Vector; AI Racer Charmy; AI Racer Dr. Eggman; AI Racer Sage; AI Racer Metal Sonic; AI Racer Eggpon; AI Racer Zavik; AI Racer Zaz; AI Racer Jet; AI Racer Wave; AI Racer Storm. Sonic Rumble Party has a lot of new Chao and Cocos, but WowitsRG and Vindo already named all of those. But Sonic Rumble is interesting because it has the avatars from Sonic Forces, but they are all pre-made and non-customizable, so I guess that makes them all individual characters now. Avatar Gadget, Wolf Avatar 1, Wolf Avatar 2, Wolf Avatar 3, Wolf Avatar 4, Wolf Avatar 5, Wolf Avatar 6, Wolf Avatar 7, Wolf Avatar 8, Dog Avatar 1, Dog Avatar 2, Dog Avatar 3, Dog Avatar 4, Dog Avatar 5, Dog Avatar 6, Dog Avatar 7, Dog Avatar 8, Cat Avatar 1, Cat Avatar 2, Cat Avatar 3, Cat Avatar 4, Cat Avatar 5, Cat Avatar 6, Cat Avatar 7, Cat Avatar 8. Bear Avatar 1, Bear Avatar 2, Bear Avatar 3, Bear Avatar 4, Bear Avatar 5, Bear Avatar 6, Bear Avatar 7, Bear Avatar 8. Bird Avatar 1, Bird Avatar 2, Bird Avatar 3, Bird Avatar 4, Bird Avatar 5, Bird Avatar 6, Bird Avatar 7, Bird Avatar 8. Rabbit Avatar 1, Rabbit Avatar 2, Rabbit Avatar 3, Rabbit Avatar 4, Rabbit Avatar 5, Rabbit Avatar 6, Rabbit Avatar 7, Rabbit Avatar 8. Hedgehog Avatar 1, Hedgehog Avatar 2, Hedgehog Avatar 3, Hedgehog Avatar 4, Hedgehog Avatar 5, Hedgehog Avatar 6, Hedgehog Avatar 7, Hedgehog Avatar 8. And a few more new characters, the Egg Pond Rangers, Red Ranger and Elite Red Ranger, Blue Ranger and Elite Blue Ranger, Green Ranger and Elite Green Ranger, Yellow Ranger and Elite Yellow Ranger, Purple Ranger and Elite Purple Ranger. Now, a completely unique project, the first official Sonic audio podcast miniseries. Sonic the Hedgehog presents the Chaotix Case Files. Though this series mainly focused on the established characters, it still introduced two new ones, Mr. Kish, the museum curator, and Edna Knackerworth. A new manga series started in 2025 called Sonic and the Blade of Courage. The new characters in this publication are Yuta, Ammo the Wicked Deity, Angry Construction Worker, Crystallization Idols, Crystallized Company President, Grateful Little Girl, Hissy, Little Girl That Yuta Protects, Motorcycle Robber, Princess Metztali, I probably said that wrong, School Bullies, Stone Statue Protector, The Blimp Pilot and Passengers, The Townsfolk That Yuta Helps, Train Conductor, and Yuta's Teacher. And we'll once again end on the IDW Comics. Apogee, Ash, Ash's father, Bamper, BBPBB, Ben, Benedict, Bill, Brady, Karina, Carlisle, Casper, Catakiller/Grabber Quasi-Badnik. Its name is probably Catagrabber or maybe Grabber Killer. That got kind of dark. Anyway, Chaz, Chief Mechanic, who we already counted, but we didn't say his name. Well, maybe Chief Mechanic isn't quite his name, but it's better than like Ape Guy or whatever I called him last time. Anyway, Cyber Singer Mika, who's actually based on Sega's Hatsune Miku. Cyril, Dave, Dr. Yoke, Dylan, Eddie, Eggmandal, Eggbreaker, Emily, Florentine, Freddie, Froggy Badnik, Giraffe Badnik, Gilbert, Herschel, Hottie, the Hot Honey musical group, one of whom is named Jeremy B. The other two don't have names currently, but one of them bears a resemblance to Manic the Hedgehog, so for now, we'll just unofficially refer to him as Manic B. And the last member seems to be based on the concept artwork for Queen Alina Hedgehog, so unofficially, we'll just call her Alina B for now. Then there's Junio, Judd, Kitsunami the Fennec, or Kit for short, Lloyd, Maggie the Magenta Wisp, Melissa, Maximilian, Megani the Jackal, also known as Enigma, Michael, Mitch, Nevin, Nick, Noah, Perigi, Professor Valdis, Rancheros, Red Hot, Rowdy, Salamander, Soleo the Sugar Glider, also known as Lunar, Serge the Tenric, Tom, Triple ER, Ya, Pitch, and Roll. So, there we go, friends. There are more than 4,000 Sonic characters. And yes, I do plan to combine this list with the first one to create one master video that names all of them. Big shout out and thank you to my fellow Sonic tubers who helped out with this video. Game Apologist, LS Mark, ShadowGrapes, Speed Supersonic, Vindo, and WowitsRG. It was an honor to have you all here. So friends, thanks for watching. If you know of a Sonic character missing from this list, please let us know down in the comments. Happy 35th anniversary to Sonic the Hedgehog, and toast!